So you want to get into SaaS, right? It feels like this new gold rush. But here's the deal. Most of those brilliant ideas, they're just cool demos that totally fizzle out. The real secret, the key to finding something that actually makes money, is so much simpler than you think. You just have to ask, what's a problem that someone would happily pay to make go away forever? Today, we're going to break down 5 SaaS ideas that do exactly that. And believe me, the opportunity here is just massive. We're talking about a global market that's on track to hit $375 billion by 2026. That's a staggering amount of money, and it's all chasing one simple thing: convenience. People, businesses, everyone is desperate for tools that just make their lives and their work easier. And this right here, this is the core idea for this entire explainer. Software is a money printer if it kills boring work. I mean, think about it. The software that really makes bank isn't always the most complicated or flashy. Nope. It's the stuff that takes a tedious, boring, repetitive job and just eliminates it. That's the magic formula. So let's jump into our first idea that does just that. All right, idea number 1, the founder's ghostwriter. Now, if you've ever been around founders, or hey, maybe you are one, you know this story all too well. Everyone says it, right? Content is king. It's crucial for growth. But it's a kingdom that's usually totally deserted. So why is that? It's not because they don't know it's important. Of course they do. It's because good writing takes a ton of time, focus, and mental energy. It's always that one super important task that gets shoved to the bottom of the list for later, and you know how that goes. Later never shows up, and that is where we find our opportunity. So check out this blueprint. What I love about this is how beautifully simple it is. You're solving a huge pain point for a customer, a founder, who values their time more than almost anything. I mean, this is why companies like Jasper AI have absolutely blown up. The freemium model is perfect here. You let them try it out, get that first taste of value, and then once their content needs start to grow, upgrading is a complete no-brainer. And look at this. This shows you just how simple the MVP, the minimum viable product, can be. You don't need some giant over-engineered system from day one. Nope. Just these 3 simple steps deliver on the core promise right away. Turn a topic into a draft. Super fast. That's it. Okay, moving on to our second idea, the digital confidant. And this one taps into a really deep, really human need. We're talking about an AI companion app, but it's not about sci-fi stuff. It's about support, reflection, and simple daily check-ins. Seriously, think about it. Who can you really talk to at 2 in the morning without feeling like you're being judged? The reality is, a lot of people feel stressed, a lot of people feel lonely, and sometimes you just need a private space to get your thoughts out. And this is not some tiny niche problem, it's massive. You've got apps like Replica that have already proven there's a huge demand, and this whole market is set to hit almost $50 billion by 2026. Now here's the key. The positioning is absolutely critical. This is not a medical tool. You're not making diagnoses, you're not framing it as I'm your therapist. It's way simpler. It's a supportive friend, a confidant, built around reflection and building good habits. And that simplicity, that's what makes it so powerful and so easy for people to get into. And again, just look at how focused this MVP is. It's all about one thing: creating a simple, repeatable loop that gives the user real value every single day. The whole goal is to build a habit of reflection. And really, these 3 features are all you need to get that flywheel spinning. All right, idea number 3, the clinician's assistant. We're going to switch gears here and jump into the B2B world to tackle a problem that causes a huge amount of burnout in healthcare. And that problem is clinical documentation. I mean, just ask a clinician when their real work begins. For so many of them, the day isn't over when the last patient walks out the door. Oh no, that's when the other job starts. Hours and hours of typing, clicking, and formatting the same kinds of notes over and over and over again. This isn't just a little annoyance. It's a massive, soul-crushing problem. And businesses are already spending billions on tools to try and fix it. So the business model here is a classic B2B SaaS play. You are literally selling time back to busy professionals. And companies like Average are already showing just how valuable that is. You charge per user, per month, a simple seat-based subscription. It makes it super easy for a clinic to see the return on their investment. And one really important note here, a critical safety note. You build and test and demo this entire thing using fake patient data. Period. No exceptions. This simple 3-step process, That's the entire core of the product. You're not trying to reinvent how doctors take notes, you're just removing all the horrible, time-consuming friction from a process they already do every day. It is pure, simple, and incredibly valuable automation. Okay, let's keep moving. For idea number 4, we have the landlord's command center. And we're going to see how that same exact principle, killing tedious work, can bring some sanity to the absolutely chaotic world of property management. So where do maintenance requests go to die? If you've ever rented a place or been a landlord, you know the answer. They're everywhere. They're buried in some text message thread, lost in an email inbox, completely forgotten after a quick phone call. Trying to coordinate with vendors is a nightmare, and absolutely nothing is tracked in a single central place. And this right here, this shows the transformation perfectly. On one side, you've got total chaos. On the other, a command center. You're taking this messy, scattered process and turning it into a single source of truth. The value proposition could not be clearer. You're selling order and peace of mind. And again, a great MVP doesn't have to do everything. It just needs to solve the biggest pain point first. And this simple system, it tackles that core communication and tracking problem from day one. This is the exact foundation that bigger platforms like Buildium or AppFolio were built on. All right, we've made it to our 5th and final idea, the chef's accountant. And for this one, we're heading into the back of a restaurant to solve a problem that quietly, silently eats away at profits every single day. Well, it turns out a lot. Think about it. Over-ordering ingredients, food spoiling in the walk-in, just bad inventory tracking. It all adds up. And the crazy part is, most restaurant owners don't even realize how much money is just slipping through their fingers. And this chart really puts it into perspective. According to the National Restaurants Association, the average commercial kitchen wastes between 4 and 10% of the food they buy, and that's before it even gets to the customer's plate. That is a massive direct hit to their profit margin. So with the MVP, the goal is simple. Build the absolute smallest thing you can that starts saving the restaurant money immediately. This is exactly why companies like MarketMan get customers so easily. These 3 simple features give a chef instant visibility and control, turning what used to be guesswork into smart, data-driven decisions. So as we look back at all 5 of these ideas, there's a common thread, right? It's this modern way of building things. The old way of spending months coding alone in a dark room, that's over. It's about building something fast, getting it in front of real people immediately, listening to their feedback, and then iterating and improving super quickly. That's how you turn a simple idea into a real money-making product in 2026. And that brings us to the final question, the one I want to leave you with. Every single one of these potentially multi-million-dollar ideas started from the exact same place. Somebody found a tedious, repetitive, super boring task and just killed it with a piece of software. So take a look around your own work, your own life. What's a boring problem that's just sitting there, waiting for you to solve it?